A very good morning to my students. I am Dr. Shaktivel. I am a biochemistry lecturer. Today we are going to discuss about the enzyme structure and classification. To the learning objectives of today's lecture is, by end of the lecture you should be able to know about the definition of enzymes and related terms, and also able to describe the structure of enzymes and also able to explain the classification of enzymes. Okay. Importance of enzymes. You must know what is meant by enzymes. All the enzymes are protein in nature. It means all the enzymes are protein in nature, but all the proteins are not in enzymes. So, enzymes plays an important role in metabolism, diagnosis and therapeutics, and also all biochemical reactions inside the body are enzyme catalyzed in the living organisms. A level of enzyme in blood or it is also used for the diagnostic importances, and enzymes can be used therapeutically such as digestive enzymes. Okay. What is the definition of enzymes? Already I told you, enzymes are protein that increase the rate of reaction by lowering the energy of activation. Enzymes catalyze nearly almost all the chemical reactions taking place in the cells of the body. When the enzymes are in action, it is not altered by any of the substrates, and also the enzymes can be reusable inside the body. The types of enzymes, there are two broad categories types of enzymes are there. One is intracellular enzymes. They are functional within the cells where they are synthesized. For example, say for example, the cell enzymes are in mitochondria, cytosols, they are called intracellular enzymes. What are the another one is extracellular enzymes. These enzymes are active outside the cell, and the example, all the digestive enzymes belong to this group, extracellular enzymes. And we will move on to the active sites. See, what is meant by active site? Active site is nothing but the enzyme molecules that contains a special pocket or a cleft called the active sites. These enzymes are, the enzyme molecules contain a special pocket, okay, or cleft, they are called active sites, where the enzymes and substrate will be binding. Okay. What is meant by apoenzyme? Apoenzyme is nothing but the enzyme without its non-protein moiety. It is non-protein part is termed as apoenzymes, and it is inactive in nature. And what is my holoenzyme? Holoenzyme is an active enzyme within its non-protein component. Okay? The holoenzyme is nothing but it's an active enzyme within its non-protein component. Okay. What are the important terms to understand the biochemical nature and activity of enzymes? For that, you must know what is my cofactor of an enzyme. What is my cofactor? Your cofactor is a non-protein chemical compound that is bound to an enzyme and is required for catalysis. Okay. What are the types of cofactors? They are termed as coenzymes and prosthetic groups. What are the types of cofactors? They are coenzymes and prosthetic groups. What is meant by coenzyme? The non-protein component, they are loosely bound to an apoenzyme by non-covalent bond. It is nothing but coenzyme. Examples, vitamins or compound derived from vitamins are coming under coenzymes. What is a prosthetic group in an enzyme? A non-protein component tightly bound to an apoenzyme by covalent bond is called a prosthetic group. Okay. Nomenclature. We need to classify the enzymes. So, that is called as nomenclature. In olden days, the enzymes were given names by their discoverer's name in arbitrary manner. For example, the names pepsin, trypsin and chymotrypsin convey no information about the function of the enzymes or nature of the substrate on which they act. After that, the International Union of Biochemistry appointed an enzyme commission in the year 1961. The committee made a thorough study of the existing enzymes and devised some basic principles for the classification or nomenclature of enzymes. Since 1964, the International Union of Biochemistry system of enzymes classified has been forced. Based on that, the enzymes are broadly divided into 6 major classes. Each classes on its own represent the general type of reactions brought about by the enzyme of that class. Okay. What is the principle of the international classification? Each enzyme has a classification number consisting of 4 digits. It's nothing but it's your postal address. For example, first is your name, second is your unit number or house number and which apartment you are staying, and the location of the house, then the area of the house and which state, then the country. Like that the enzyme classification is done. Based on that, there are 6 broader category of enzyme classification done. We are going to discuss one by one. The first one is oxidoreductases. It means the enzymes which is involved in oxidation or reduction reactions will coming under this category. Next is transferases. Transferases are the enzymes that catalyze the transfer of functional groups. Okay, the functional group is transferred from one substrate to another substrate, that is coming under transferases. Third one is hydrolases. In the broad category, enzymes that bring about hydrolysis of various types. Fourth one is lyases, the enzymes specialized in the addition or removal of water, ammonia and carbon dioxide. And the fifth classification is isomerases. The enzymes involved in all the isomerization reaction is termed as isomerases. And the last one is ligases. The ligases is the enzyme that catalyzing the synthetic reaction. It is a Greek word. It means ligate means to bind. This enzyme is called as a Nick enzyme or Taylor enzymes, where two molecules are joined together and ATP is utilized. For example, in the DNA replication, in the lagging strand, in the Okazaki fragment, there is a discontinuous fragments are there. It is linked by the enzyme ligases. This is a type of ligase. Okay, we will go one by one. Examples for the each classification. Oxidoreductases, the examples are alcohol dehydrogenase, cytochrome oxidases are the best examples in oxidoreductases. Transferases, hexokinase, transaminases, transmethylases, phosphorylases are the examples for transferases. Hydrolases, lipase, cholinesterase, acid and alkaline phosphatase, pepsin, renin and urease are coming under hydrolases. Lyases, yes, examples are aldolase, fumarase and histidase are the examples. And ligases, glutamine synthetase, acetyl-CoA carboxylase and succinate thiokinase. These are all the examples for ligases. So, until we are concluding this lecture with this slide, and if you have any doubt, please let me know. I will come and clarify you. Otherwise, you can text me or email me. I will clarify. Okay. I will see you in the next class. Thank you so much. Thank you.